tail, you could drag him to your neighbor's yard. Hey, I'm only joking. Don't grab the alligator by its tail. They are quite agile. Gators can turn around and bite their tail. That means they can bite your hand if you're holding it, or as high up as your elbow. Their quickest move is to the side, so it's not even a good idea to try to get too close to the gator. They rely on their quick speed to catch their prey. They don't chase it around, they just sneak up to it. Once they get close enough, they make one quick move and try to grab it. That kid thinks it's funny. They don't chase food around, though. You're not going to see the alligator chasing bird around. They're not like that, folks. The alligator would rather just be left alone. But if he wants to get up on all fours and run, we've been misled on how fast that they can go. You've probably heard that they can outrun a horse or even a zigzag if they chase you. Well, I'll admit the legs move quickly, but the legs are real short. And they're not as fast as you think. In fact, we had a chance to time him one day on a hot summer day, too. Running full speed. He was going about 13 miles an hour. And Bert, he was doing 14. That's about the top speed of an alligator if he was to choose to run across land. They don't go as fast as you would think. But in the water now, they can clock over speeds of 25 miles an hour. Extremely fast. That big, powerful tail is what propels him through it. He's just going to go ahead and bring him up out of that cold water. Shouldn't be too hard for him today. Again, the gators is kind of stiff, but we're going to try to show you a little bit more about him, making his job a little easier in catching him. You know, there was a couple of ways that we caught the alligator, and the techniques that we used were developed by Indians right here in the Everglades. They'd go out there in the swamps and grab these gators, and one way was trying to grab them underneath the jaw. They'd hold on to that jaw, the gator, he'd thrash and roll trying to get away, and they would hop on him. The other way was just to sneak up behind the alligator and then hop down on his back. Bert, whatever way you choose, be careful. Yeah, that gator's about frozen right now. And that's how easy it is, folks. Put your hands together. Let's help him out. He's got to pick him up and bring him up here. Watch your shoulder. He can still bite. Here, I'll help you. Oh. And that's how you do it. Folks, put your hands together one more time for Bert. Good job. Had it easy today. The gator's frozen. You got him? All right. From here, we're going to show you real quick a little bit about this animal. Here at the end of the snout, there's two openings. That's the nostrils. That's where the alligator gets its air. You know, underneath the water, they're holding their breath. They can drown just like you and I. But the difference, they can hold their breath over an hour. Sooner or later, they got to come up. You got them? All right. The eyeballs are on top of his head. Two little eyeballs right on top. That allows them to sneak up to their prey. They keep that big body beneath the water. If in danger, watch this. This is neat. Their eyes, they can sink them into their skull. Danger's gone, they're pop up. They're right behind you. Hey, look at that. Don't encourage them. Right behind the eyes is a very small brain. Yeah, the alligator's got one just like it. They even have ears. There's one on each side of the head. You lift up this little flap, you can look down inside it. Their hearing and their eyesight is excellent. They use them both as a hunt. They cruise around watching and listening for anything getting too close. Usually it's small animals that fall victim. All right, real quick, he's going to go ahead and try to open his mouth for you and show you the inside. Now, an alligator can produce over 2,000 pounds of pressure per square inch jaw closing strength. If it didn't want to open up, it'd be hard to pry that gator's jaw open, but they don't mind opening because it gives them a chance to bite. Keep your fingers out of there. You'll be able to look way in the back of his throat, a little flap of skin in the back. Can y'all see it back there? Covers up the throat. Point it out, man. It allows them to bite beneath the water without drowning. It blocks that throat there so no water passes through. Its teeth, there's 80 of them, 40 on top, 40 of them on the bottom. They're sharp and pointy. They don't chew up their food. They just grab it. If it's too large to swallow, they rip it apart. Good job. One more time, folks. He's working hard for you. Keeping his fingers. Yeah, he ain't done yet. You got a camera, get it ready. So to show you something that those Seminole Indians, those are the ones down there in the Everglades, they came up with this about 150 years ago. They call it today the bulldog. It was a way that they would tie up the gator's mouth. So you'd go out in the swamp and they'd catch him, just like you see, right? Then when they bring them back alive, they would tie up that mouth to make them safe to carry. Now, it's a little easier if your partner was with you. One would hold the jaw, your partner, he can come out there and quickly tie it. I'm not helping. There are times they go alone, like him. Came up with this way, though, to hold the gator's mouth shut long enough to let go. Now, he's not going to use a rope. Don't need to tie it. For your pictures, though, he'll show you how it was done. Believe it or not, what they would do, they'd take that jaw, hold it shut, stuff it right between their chin and their chest. And then with that pressure, they can let go. There's your pictures, folks. Hold it, Bert. Hold it. Get your pictures. Hey, quickly with a rope, wrap it around his jaw, secure it shut. And that's the bulldog for you. How about that? Good job. He used to have a double chin. All right, for the next part of the show, I'm going to need a volunteer. I need a little boy, a little girl.